Spring is popping out all over, and it's time for spring cleaning. Be sure you don't forget your ductwork. Call Premier Heating and Air today and clear the dust from your ducts and keep your unit running smoothly. Through the end of April, receive a free indoor air treatment system with the price of a whole home duct cleaning. And with temperatures heating up, make sure you keep your cool with a $49 AC checkup special. Need a new unit? Get up to $2,000 off qualifying systems. Schedule a visit and get a quote today at premierishere.com. The choice is clear. Choose Premier. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Offer ends April 30th.
Wheels on the bus going round and round. Got the wheels on the bus going round and round. Yeah, wheels going round and round. Yeah, and we rolling through your town. Yeah, hey, round and round and round and round and round. Yeah, round and round.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. We are your first source for mediocre, below average sports coverage. Glad you're here with us on this spring break week for us three teachers in here. So, I'm sorry, Hight. Go ahead. What'd you say? Yeet. There he is. So, we're glad you're here with us this morning. We got a lot to talk about. A little Braves baseball. We got the Final Four set in men's and women's. And we've got a Hight showing in the Dudley Little League. So, we're going to get to all that. But first, let's bring on the other two suckers that are in here with me this morning. He's sitting over here to my right. Y'all know him. He's a UGA graduate. He is a die-hard dog. He can make a bottle of mouthwash stink. He looks like he bit a brick. Y'all get on your feet. Stop what you're doing. Clap, yell, whatever you need to do for the pride of Buddy Johnson Road. I'm talking about Adam Hight, Hightower.
Good morning on this warm spring break Tuesday.
Man, no heater needed this morning here?
Short sleeves and his short shorts.
Talk to me. He's got his hat on backwards. He had a cup of coffee in the Marines. They call him Short Story Long. Survives daily off of 5-hour energy shots. He's an idiot. He is a war eagle for life. I'm talking about the Bear, Mitch Lawhorn.
Morning, fellas.
No sign for the people this morning?
I don't remember when
I didn't.
When we added that he's an idiot.
You did in the one intro. You said,
but I like it.
Zero. I think you said 0% research, 100% idiot. So
that's not true.
Yeah, you're a passionate idiot. So
well,
there you go.
You got to be passionate about things you like.
That's true. You do.
Be passionate about things you're passionate about.
Got to.
You got to do that.
Hey, we do appreciate you joining this morning. Wherever platform you're listening on, make sure you are subscribed. We love to be able to track how many people we've got listening to each week, how many people are subscribed. We're up to, I think, 309 on YouTube, so slowly creeping up, getting closer to that 2,000 mark on Facebook, and just gradually making it. We always say Big Ugly to the end of the world, but we got a long way to go to get to the end of the world. There's a lot more than 300 people.
I think it's the first time you said to the end of the world. Normally
we always say
to the moon.
Well, that sounds so much better, but Bob Does Sports says that.
Who?
Exactly.
My mom said yesterday, "Hey, you still got your TV show?" Said, yeah.
Are we still on 35?
Yeah, every week I give it to them. Yeah. Now, whether they play it or not, I don't know, because I don't have TV 35, but
I just liked that she said it was my TV show.
Well, you said y'all's. She said your
TV show. So she said,
poor thing.
Bless her heart.
Don't know.
This is the peak of you being her son.
This is her proudest moment.
Yeah, you have a TV show.
I can finally live up to Jamie's standard. Jamie has set the bar real high as Dr. Lawhorn.
Dr. Lawhorn's achieved.
But when I got my own TV show, now I'm there.
You've got Dr. Lawhorn, who's achieved, his doctorate in teaching and almost the highest you can go in military service, and you've got Law, who's got his own podcast with a few people that follow, so I'd say neck and neck.
Listen, and I mean this, you are impacting more people with this than he does as
that
a
doctor.
doctor.
Oh, no question.
I mean, that's what I'm
You're
about.
Little bird,
springtime action there.
They said that butt crack is shocking.
Maybe they're not roosting in here.
Law, you a little bit upset we having this early, ain't you, on spring break?
It's the whole point. Y'all had it early so Jake could be on here. And
No, the whole point of having it early was for me.
God, oh, dude.
Law just wanted to sleep a little bit.
I was for certain we was doing it tonight, and Reed was cooking for us.
And we got all kind of sound effects this morning. Got vehicles riding by, birds chirping.
I had done let Alien. I said, Reed's cooking for us. And we're bringing the kids over to swim at Jay's pool.
Did Jay not go like? I mean, that when he said what he said in the text, like, it just brought me straight to Raji. Like, hey, if y'all are doing it in the morning, I'm out. Like, if you're not going to do it if you're not going to do it when I want to do it, I'm out. Like,
But even when it was said we'll do it in the afternoon, Jay, cook us something. I don't cook on Tuesdays. That's the reason that.
Mo's got him scheduled Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's free.
And he's not willing to bend on that.
None.
No, he was pissy that we wouldn't do it.
The Bus Cup has lost its sting. It brought him here for a couple of weeks to contend, but Wade, you just got to make that prize real good to make it where Jay is regretful for not showing.
Wait, all it's going to take, Wade, is just a couple more weeks. Adam will definitely miss, and then I'll be back at the top.
You're so far back, I could probably miss 2 weeks and be good.
And just because Hight misses, don't
I'm only
guarantee.
7 behind you, I think.
No, you less than that.
Boom.
We'll get there. We'll get there in segment 2, but
And if I win today,
we're close. By me 6.
Well, I'm only getting 2 points today, apparently, or something.
No, we'll do 4. I decided. You were right.
That ain't fair. They decided.
I listened to you,
them
not
decided
him.
not to come.
Could you mute him? Because
Yeah.
you had something to say there.
Well, yeah, but
I feel like I'm out of breath. I don't know what's going on.
I'll give
It's like
you
a baby
I
sitting
can
in my
give you
lap.
2 guesses why.
There's a baby sitting in my lap.
Can I guess one?
Yeah.
That early morning lung dart.
Yeah.
You know who continually every time they see me tells me how much they love any smoking, any lung dart, anything at Mitch Latt.
Cowboy Killer, anything.
Spanky Slaughter lives for it. Like, he's hysterical telling me about it, how we talked about it each show. Every time he sees me, he loves it.
I don't like
The other one is
But I
morbid
don't-
obesity.
morbid obesity.
Morbid obesity.
I went to morbid obesity. First of all, last week when you said throat good, Jamie had to look that up, by the way. No idea what.
How good that?
I wonder what that searched. I hope it didn't
How
search.
much is that doctorate coming in handy when you say stuff like that? He ain't got a clue.
Exactly this family-friendly show after he looked it up. By the way, fans, don't look that up. This inappropriate guy.
It was in reference to how impressive you were gobbling down some glizzies on that golf course. And I didn't see many people have a throat like that.
I like.
And the GOAT would be the greatest of all time. You're the greatest of all time.
Well, that's what
Well, he's probably behind Joey Chestnut.
Who's Joey Chestnut?
Oh my
Oh
God.
my goodness. Oh yeah, he said this in the cart when we were playing. I made that comment when we were playing. He's like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "I thought it was some Japanese guy."
It was a
It
Japanese.
used to be, but Joey has.
So he's American, dude.
No, that's it. Hey, and right now, I feel like I can compete. It's the bread.
How we gonna run a sports show? You don't know who Joey Chestnut is? That's a
Because
sport.
it's not a sport.
Oh yeah,
Oh, competitive.
Is
meat.
spelling bee a sport?
it's on ESPN.
If you can bet on it in Vegas, it's a sport. That's what my buddy Ernest used to say. If you can bet on it in Vegas, it's a sport.
Say it again.
If
One
you
more
can
time.
bet on it in Vegas, it's a sport.
Oh man! All right. Well, let's talk a little March Madness. We can talk about the bus March Madness. Law is currently still sitting atop of that in first place, but he has Houston to win. There's his only shot is
My other
if,
bracket's got UConn.
yeah, but you don't need UConn. You want somebody ahead of you. You need UConn to lose. You need everybody to lose. Essentially, you need every.
No, my other bracket, if UConn wins, I can still win it with the other.
There's no way for me to win, but there's a way for me to get second.
Second, I'm
does pay-
going to
it
tell you
does.
what second is no money.
No, it does.
Does it?
There's a third place payout too, dum dum.
I hate when I take my time to send out stuff to communicate with these people that are in this email that
And
says
then
the
he
prize.
acts like he's never seen it.
Hey, you know why? Because you said when I put in my brackets first of all, you said not a chance. All you do is just put randomize, and it just fills itself in. First of all, I've never done that. I did fill it in with the expert pick
Yes,
one time,
and the
one time,
historic.
and I won.
He went. Listen, the first time I did it with him, he went. I was
did
taking
two
my
brackets.
time looking at, trying my best to figure out. He gets on his, he clicks a button up there that says experts picks and submits it, and then the next one, historic picks and submits it.
and won that year, and won. Is what I did. But this year, tell him it took me a little while to come because I kept changing. I kept changing my bracket.
You're not gonna win. I hate to tell you, but
Man, I hope I win.
Yeah,
I hope
well-
I win because you told me I could. There's not a chance I could win.
for the betterment of the show, though, we need a listener to win, not you. So, anyhow, that's where we are. But in the men's Final
What?
Four, we've got NC State, which is 11 seed. So an 11 seed's impressive to make it to the Final Four. They're playing Purdue. That's at 6:09 on Saturday, and then the night game at 8:49 will be Alabama at UConn. That'll be a much anticipated matchup to watch. Alabama is on a very good run, knocking off North Carolina and the like. So, and UConn has just been sleeping people all the way through. I mean, they boat race everybody.
I know it.
That's why you picked them.
I think if UConn wins, JD
Carter.
may end up winning it.
Yeah. Like I said, you wouldn't win.
But no, my second bracket's gonna put me in second. If UConn wins, I'll get second.
Yeah.
My other bracket.
You don't want second though.
I don't. I want to win the big money.
So, and in the so that that comes back on Saturday. On Friday, you've got the women's Final Four, which will be NC State playing against South Carolina, a 3-seed, a 1-seed, and then UConn and Iowa. So NC State and UConn and Iowa. No, I'm sorry, NC State and UConn both have their teams in the Final Four.
Shout out Chase Horn. NC State
NC State.
He texted me. He texted me after. He said, "How about them Pack?" That's a New World Order. Did y'all?
He probably didn't get that reference.
He didn't text. I said NWO. He didn't text back. So okay, maybe he don't get it.
That's what this mug did when he wants to stay the same here.
Wolfpack. So y'all didn't get to watch it. I know you don't have TV yet, Hight, in your new house, and Law just who knows. But the women's Final Four was last night, and women's. I know Hight made a comment last week that hurt some people about women's basketball. Not being important. No, I'm just kidding.
Hight said that?
Yeah, I did.
Surely he would never say anything that's sexist.
Yep.
No, I might say some things that are controversial, but not sexist.
Sexist. I think quite often you're sexist.
Pig.
Yes.
So
unlike myself, I love women.
This women's basketball I feel like is now in the spotlight more than it has been in a long time, if ever. And a lot of it was because of the game last night. Caitlin Clark and Iowa playing against Angel Reese and LSU, and they had some beef from when they played. I believe it was last year.
LSU won,
and we got the hand, face, in my face and stuff like that. But man, Caitlin Clark,
she's the real deal.
Bucket. She had 41 last night. I mean, she is, and she hit 6 or 7.
Did her dad say to take her?
No, he was cheering for her. She hit 6 or 7 threes, and not narrow one of them were near the arc. I mean, they just pull them deep. So, leads me to question. 2 questions for you guys. Could Caitlin Clark play men's college basketball?
No.
I'm not saying it at your blue bloods. I'm just saying,
yeah.
All right. What level could she play at?
Mercer's
pretty
Division
good.
Division 1?
Mercer boys were pretty good this year. I mean, they didn't make the tournament.
I think.
Could she play in a Power 5 school?
No.
What would make you say no to that? I'm just curious.
How tall is she?
Not very tall.
Yeah.
She's not even 6 foot.
She's smaller, weaker, slower.
She's 6 foot.
Okay, smaller, weaker, slower. Can't jump as high.
But shooting is shooting.
Okay, so is defending and blocking shots, and denying passes. I mean, part of her having shots is getting open. She's not getting open.
Hey, these birds are going to town on here.
Yeah,
let's just try to ignore him.
He can't. You know how he is. He just locked in. He didn't hear anything you just said. What do you think, Law? Could she play?
I don't think she could play. I think that's why they have 2 different divisions. I mean, if girls could play in boys' sports, then there would be one.
I need to edit that. Not Mercer. That's too much.
Too high.
What's that school down there in Swainsboro?
East Georgia.
East Georgia.
I'm just kidding. Where'd you play, Chuck? There you go.
She could make that.
She would dominate that league.
She would dominate.
She could have definitely played there.
I'm not saying she wouldn't be better than some boys. She's gonna be better than some boys.
She's better than me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's gonna dominate me in basketball. But
you don't play college ball.
I'm not a basketball player.
Right. So
if she's at Mercer, she's on the bench.
She's on the team.
It goes back to the debate.
She's on the bench.
It goes back to the debate. Why does the women in the WNBA not make as much as the men in the NBA?
Why?
Because nobody cares to watch it.
Well, not
that has to be a lot of it.
Yes.
And because none of them could play in the NBA. If they did play,
surely it's got more to do with TV and things like money coming in, generated ticket sales.
What they need is like the LSU Iowa fuss fight. I mean, you get a couple of them rivalries like that in the WNBA, people want to watch it.
Well, that thing was slammed last night.
But college basketball is different because you have all these loyalties from people who went there or whatever, and you don't have that same loyalty with women's basketball.
But I have no loyalty to either LSU or Iowa. But I did want to watch that game. I just didn't know they were playing.
But that's kind of what drives all of it, is because you do have fan bases that are built in, and those people start following a story, and then it gets big, and then now national media has picked it up. I guarantee there's rivalries in the WM. What is it called?
NWO? WNBA?
That's what they need. They get a couple fist fights out there.
Listen, if they start throwing some folding chairs out there, I'm watching.
So those games are set. I'd like to see Iowa win it just because I enjoy watching her play, and I don't really watch women's basketball like that, but it's fun to watch.
They get by South Carolina?
That's going to they got to.
That will
they
be
don't
a
play
fun
them
game.
I don't think.
So I really wanted LSU to win so that LSU would play South Carolina again, because that was a big to do. All the fighting and pushing and shoving in that game.
It would be something for Caitlin Clark to with her being the leading scorer with an asterisk there, to win it.
Why is it an asterisk?
Because Pete Maravich, they didn't have 3-point line whenever and you couldn't play as a freshman then either.
I got you.
He would boat race her as far as points scored.
Do you think, this is speaking to both of y'all, at any level of women's college basketball, do you think the most Rudy Poot college in?
Could I play? Yes.
Could you start?
No.
Are you better than girls on that
Like
team?
right now?
Currently?
No.
I couldn't.
How long ago?
If I were in my early 20s and I trained to play basketball,
No. Not. I'm talking. No. Well, no training. Like, let's say you're in your early 20s and you didn't play basketball in school. Really? I've seen that mid-range.
What's the lowest level of girls basketball?
D3.
D3.
I'm in there.
No.
Defensive specialist.
I don't think he is either.
I don't know you are.
Defensive specialist. You didn't really know me in my prime, Jill. Defensive specialist.
I don't think you could start for West Lawrence.
100%.
Right now.
You could start for West Lawrence right now.
Oh, West Lawrence girls?
Yeah.
No. Right now, no. I make it up the court twice and I'm done.
In shape. Like, let's say fatigue's not an issue.
Oh, yeah.
Just the skill you have now, fatigue not an issue though.
Skill I have now, yes, because I guarantee I can average 6, 8, 10 points a game in high school.
Double digits.
That
He gonna
double digits.
Hey, double. You gonna get that many rebounds too?
Sure he can.
Yeah.
He'll have more rebounds than points for sure.
My girl Z is boxing you up.
You know what? If I'm on her team, I'm probably just getting rebounds and stealing the ball.
How you passing it?
T's getting up there over
Well,
you.
no, look.
T, I saw you jump when you hit that putt. There's not a chance.
I wish Roger was here.
It's not me now. It's not me
Roger
now.
would be going in on you right now. I wish he was here to talk about this.
Listen, hold on now. I've seen Raji play, and he made a boys team. Okay,
That's true.
and he's not athletic at all.
But you didn't know him then. And
Well,
according to him,
I did see that photo of him and his boy playing basketball with the truck lights shining on him from like 2010.
No, he didn't.
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh, I'll show it to you.
You got to find that.
And he's like standing there with, you know how you can like do your, what are these?
Traps.
Standing there like this. And the caption is him and Fat Phil, I think, shirtless.
What?
Both of them shirtless. Well, this was
Sorry, Phil.
This was back when Phil was
Phil's
like
listening.
medium
Phil's
Phil.
listening.
Does
On the
Roger
way to
have
work.
traps? First of all,
No, it's fake. Like, you know how you can do that.
that's just fat on his neck. It's like this fat
Well,
neck.
he's got plenty of that.
And it's like, he's real proud. The caption says, "Me and my boy hooping with the truck lights on."
Please find this picture.
It's on
if you can
Facebook.
get it to me, I'll put it on here right now for the
Okay.
people. So that would
Here
be
it is
awesome.
now.
Well, I have to clear that with Raj. I mean, it's still on. Well, he, you know, I don't want him to get upset with me.
He's gonna find some pictures.
We'll clear it. Persuade him.
We'll clear it.
Okay. All right, y'all. It's that time. It is time for us to take a commercial break. On the other side, we're going to talk some Braves baseball. And well, first off, we've got the Bus Cup on the other side. Then we're going to talk Braves baseball. And you got to stay tuned for Hight's Dudley Little League incident. People are talking about it. So y'all stay with us. We will be right back.
From humble beginnings with a desire to serve the Dudley community, Bank of Dudley has grown to 5 locations, serving Lawrence, Twiggs, and surrounding counties. Serving our community since 1905, the Bank of Dudley is looking forward to its 2nd century of community banking. Drop in today to any of our 5 locations: Jeffersonville, Dudley, East Dublin, Veterans Boulevard, and downtown Dublin. Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Brandy, and I would like to invite you to experience our newly renovated mammography suite at the Fairview Park Hospital Breast Center. Our breast center has its own dedicated entrance with a relaxing boutique-like waiting area. You can make your appointment online anytime at fairviewparkhospital.com or by calling 478-274-3919. Most appointments take 30 minutes or less, and we will have your results back to your doctor within 24 hours.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. Law continues to talk every time we're coming back into the break. I held off on the mute button as long as I could, and as soon as I hit it, I heard that mouth running over there.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to bring back in the break, and you're running your gator over there.
And it's a talk show?
Not during that time.
What am I supposed to? It's a quiet show? I'm supposed to be quiet?
During that time, yes.
No. It's a talk show. I'm supposed to talk.
All right, y'all. It is that time. It is time for this edition of the Bus Cup, brought to you by Black Shear Beverage. We appreciate their sponsorship. Wade continues to dig hard for some questions for us. Real quick update coming into this week. Hight sitting atop with 16 points. Opie and Jay both not here.
Yes.
With 14 points. So, Law, if you get second, because you're sitting in.
If I get second, there's only two of us.
You're sitting
How am I not going to get second?
You could get first.
Yeah, that's what I meant. If you get second, not first. So you're sitting in third with 10. So if you get second, you'll be only down one. You'll have 13. If you get first, you'll be in a tie for second and limit Hight's lead a little bit. So.
And I'm going to win that bracket.
It's looking like
even if I don't win the bracket, I'm still way ahead of all of you.
Yeah.
Not a chance y'all can beat me.
No, we're going to get points for that. So.
And we said 10, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, we did.
I don't remember.
Last episode. No. I'll pull it up. You said a lot more than normal.
You know what? That reminds me of something.
Okay.
I need to go back. It was back in like early January when Tiger Woods quit. His contract ended with Nike Golf.
Y'all stay tuned for that Bus Cup.
And I predicted that he would start his own clothing line.
You did.
And now he has his own clothing line.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember, but it's a hideous logo. I don't like the logo.
It ain't the TW?
No, it's a tiger, but it's only
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It's only like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Nike copyrighted the TW.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the Bus Cup. So
it's bad.
We're dry erase board right here for the first few questions. We've got some.
But it cut me off.
Wade want to do some Easter Sunday Bible trivia.
Oh, I like Bible trivia.
So a little Bible trivia. All right. So
I should know this.
We're going to give you, 6 or 7 seconds to write your answer down, and then we will talk about them. So. And it's not whoever writes down the fastest. You just write it down. You get a point if you get it. So the first question, how many books are there in the New Testament?
Oh, my Jesus.
Closest to it. We'll get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we have? 32, 26. It is 27. Give yourself a point, Law. Ooh. All right. After Jesus was arrested, which apostle disowned him 3 times?
Disowned him?
Denied him 3 times. He said disowned, but 3, 2, 1.
I said it backwards.
Peter and Peter. Okay, good. So no point. Y'all don't need to give yourself a point. Both of you got it.
But I'm going to give myself a point.
Well, then he's got to give him. Okay, yeah. This guy.
I like to give me points.
All right. Who worked as a tax collector before preaching the Word of God? Who was a tax collector?
I'm smoke wagoning.
Man, if you've watched Chosen, it's all on this.
There it is.
3.
You gave him a hint.
1.
No, I hadn't seen that.
It is Matthew.
Dang.
All right, so Law gets another point.
Saul? Saul ain't even a...
All right.
Man, I'm fanatic.
We're not going to belittle people for their answers, okay? We're not doing that here, especially not about the Bible. That's not what the Bible teaches us.
But see, there's one thing about knowledge and there's another about application.
That's right. All right, which
Hey, but that's okay. That's okay. If I say something is bad, if
that's not okay.
Mine was
We're not going to belittle
mine was purely theological. Purely theological.
All right, which prophet is known for turning his rod into a bronze snake? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know if that's right.
Moses is the answer. Law gets another point.
Dang, you said prophet kind of threw me off there.
Oh, and I forgot. They told us
that's Old
when y'all need to say your answers so people will know what y'all wrote down, because people aren't watching can't see that. So,
Moses.
all right.
I said Moses.
Two more about this. What body part did Jesus use to make Eve?
Jesus. What Bible are you reading?
God, that's what I'm just reading these. God, what did God use to make Eve? All right, what do you got?
Jesus is God.
All right, what do you got?
I put rib.
Rib it is. Okay, good. Give yourself a point. Last one
Hold
from
on.
this. Law, you need to get as many as you can, because next is fastest.
I don't like the fastest. I got 5 right now, by the way.
Okay, I didn't
getting
ask.
smart
Nobody asked how many points you had.
This guy's got 3.
All right. At which mountain did Moses receive the 10 Commandments?
Ooh. I think I got this wrong.
I don't know.
What do you have?
I don't think this is a mountain.
Sinai?
I put
Sinai is correct. Yep. Okay, give yourself points.
Ooh.
All right, good job right there.
Sinai's a peninsula.
After the first round of the Bus Cup, Law has 6 points and Hight has
I think 3.
3. Okay, 6-3. Now,
I'm keeping up with his point.
these are fastest. So no dry race. No dry race. Put them down. No dry race.
I'm pretty
That's
disappointed.
not fair.
myself,
I like
to be
dry
honest
race.
with you.
So then it's the fastest to what? Write it down?
Yes.
No, that's terrible. Okay. You ready, Law?
Shoot. No, I don't. There's
You
probably
need to
gonna be
keep
some
your points. That's what you
What's
need.
the mascot of East Georgia College?
All right, you're wasting a lot of time.
I knew that one. I knew that one.
Okay, trivia question. And you got to get the number right. Okay, it's
We're
not
not
closest
writing them
to-
down.
No, you just
I'm just
he's
keeping my
keeping
score.
points. How many colors are in the rainbow?
8.
7.
It is 7.
It's 8. Roy G. Bibb. It is. Dang it. I knew that. Roy G. Bibb.
That's the one you got to have.
I knew that. That was one I should have had.
I'm gonna try to get an answer in real
Faster's
quick.
not always better, though.
Was you counting Roy G. Bibb?
Yeah, it was.
Especially after you threw out the
Well,
wrong
I
answer.
had to throw it out fast because I knew Adams was 8, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. And then eventually he gets it right and he gets a point.
All right. Which is the most abundant element in the universe?
Carbon. Oh, I know it.
5.
I don't.
4.
Can I change my answer?
3.
Oxygen. I don't.
Hydrogen.
It's hydrogen. No points.
I get a point. I get it right the second time.
Yeah, but it's the first time. You just get one answer. Because if not, you'll just sit there yelling out everything. So you get one answer. I just added that in there. So.
Fair. Yeah,
All right.
You did. Hey, don't worry about changing the rules. He got a guess. I got a second guess.
All right. What is the largest island in the world?
Oh, shoot.
Australia?
Greenland.
Dang.
Bigger than Australia?
Apparently.
According to the Bus Cup questions, it is.
Well,
We just don't think
All right,
about
got to
it.
be quick here. We're still at 6-4. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
We got 4 questions left, Hight. And these are getting easier as we go too. All right, who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
Michelangelo.
Yes.
I knew.
But you weren't finished with the question.
I knew.
But I knew he was going to say.
He
That's
said
why I tried to
Sistine
read.
Chapel. I knew that one.
So we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait.
Not
okay.
if you know it. No.
Okay.
Hey, just a fun fact about that.
Here we
Every picture of the devil on there is the facial features, the picture of the Pope at the time, because he was supposed to pay Michelangelo and he never paid him for it.
I'll fact check that later because it's an interesting tidbit, but he is well known.
That's what I heard.
Listen,
That's what I
if
heard.
that
I've
is-
never been there.
If
I'd love
that
to
is
go.
an inaccurate tidbit, there are 30 freshmen that have also received that information because he's already said that this year in class. So,
I was taught that in art class in college at the Dublin Center.
all right, we'll
By the way.
table that for next week. Fact check.
That would be Art 101.
Okay, here we go. Next
appreciation.
question. Next question. What is the longest bone in the human body?
Femur.
Femur. Okay, well, we're at 7-5.
I think I got 8.
No, you don't have
You
eight.
got 7. You got 7.
think I got 8.
You don't.
All right, Hight, you need to get these last 2 for a tie. You got to get the last 2. Law, you need 1 for the win.
No,
1 out of 2 for the
I
win.
think you added a question just so he could come back.
I'm literally reading them off here. All right. In what country would you find the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
Italy.
I don't
Oh, here's a good one to end to. Here's a good one to end. So we got 6-7. You need this one, Law. What is the chemical symbol for potassium?
NaCl.
That's sodium chloride.
No, that's salt.
Table
isn't it?
salt,
That's
yeah.
table salt.
Potassium.
K.
Okay.
I said K.
You'd already guessed.
No, I said it at the same time.
That's a tie. What a tie. I mean, it pulled a K out of nowhere.
I said K at the same time. We get a tiebreaker question. I said it at the same time.
There is no tiebreaker question. I don't know. We didn't really prepare for that.
This is trash. This game is such.
Dude fell apart.
I did. Because I was trying to.
So how do we split the points on that?
I guess just.
Hey, we both get 4.
Both get 3. Both get 3. That's fair.
They're J right or is that Ree?
That's Ree.
Both get 3. So
She got mad because we blocked the
that's going to put Hight up to 19. Law, you pull into.
Hey, Ree. Head her out to work.
You tied. Hey, you pull into 3rd place with 13. Closing the gap. Only down 1 now. All right. So. Thank you again, Blackshear Beverage, for the Bus Cup right there. Stay tuned next week to see if Hight can expand on his lead some more.
Those questions, hey, it's a good thing Jay didn't show up. Because not a chance Jay's answering any of those questions. I feel those were definitely.
I feel fairly certain that you would have come in 2nd place even if Opie had been here.
Really?
Yeah.
Opie's a huge.
You don't think Opie would? I think Opie's.
Well, he would have taken some of yours and probably taken a couple of mine.
What would happen is he would have probably got first then.
I'm going to tell you what I just did. I smoked Adam on the Bible questions.
You did.
This dude's trying his best to find a victory.
But then we'll circle back to the application and then we'll see.
I mean, I thought I could apply.
Okay, here we go. All right, before we get to Hight's high five,
a lot of knowledge.
Braves 3-1 out the gate. So hopefully they'll be 4-1 by the time you're listening to this, as they'll play
the White Sox. So
they'll play this evening. But
that smoke wagon on them White Sox yesterday,
and took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies to open the season. So, I mean, can you not hate the Phillies? Is there any way not to hate them?
It's not possible unless you're Matt Serene. Did you know that Matt Serene's mom and daddy lived in the house that they filmed Rocky in?
You told me that.
It's
a fun fact.
He told me that one time, and I said that's not true. And he was dead set. Like, yes, his parents lived in the house that they filmed Rocky in, and there's no way I believe that. But he to this day believes that.
Fun fact, if so.
That is.
And he's a diehard dog UGA fan, but he's gonna put on a Phillies jersey
unless the Braves are playing the World Series.
I imagine he's like Tony Johnson.
Did he do that really?
Yeah, he was cheering for the Braves when we won it.
He's like Tony Johnson. Tony Johnson roots for Tennessee. The only reason he roots for Tennessee because all of us are Georgia fans, and he's gonna do the opposite of what we do.
Boom, boom,
oh boom, oh boom. All right, so. Tell me what do you guys dislike the most about the Phillies? And would you say, it's always been as Braves fans, we hate the Mets. The Mets.
I think it's Philadelphia in general.
Is the Phillies the most hated NL East rival for you as a Braves fan, or is it still the Mets?
It's the Phillies because the Mets are trash. The Marlins, not very good. So
I like having that rivalry. I mean, I like
the Nationals are down as well. So
and Snit made the comment.
The rivalry was the Mets, and then they're way down. And
okay, thank you for saying everything we've already said.
I know, but I like having the rivalry. That's I think the reason I hate the Phillies now.
Yeah,
but I remember growing up and hating the Dodgers the same way. It was just like I couldn't stand the Dodgers.
I'm always gonna hate anybody who the Braves play.
Yeah.
But it's the NL East teams I despise them even more. But I mean being a longtime Braves fan, the teams that I truly can't stand is Mets and Phillies, and it's like it's not that my hatred for the Mets are not there. It's just that I don't need it right now.
Yeah,
it's there. Not relevant. It's just shelved because they're no good.
And to hear Brian Snicker say he won't send his family to any games in Philly because their fans are so
bad. It's bad.
Mm-hmm. So and then
what was it? Who were they booing the whole series?
Arcia, but now he deserved that. Arcia.
He did. No, he didn't deserve that.
He turned around and did something to the fans. Yeah, he kind of when he said something about Bryce Harper, and then he got in an argument with a fan. I mean, I can see, but as a fan, if I'm a Phillies fan, I'm booing him for that too.
Oh, I thought
you were talking about just because what he made that comment he made in the clubhouse.
No, and there was one he did something to the field some Phillies fans, and it made ESPN. So I'm sure that had a lot of fuel to do with it. But and they're gonna boo Acuna too just because he's raking. So
yeah, well, other teams always boo the visiting team's best player. Man, that's just standard.
Him and Harris. Lights out.
Dude, our lineup, Kellenick, the new guy. I mean, Adam Duvall, love having him back. It's good stuff.
Somebody predicted Michael Harris wins the MVP this year.
I saw that. Or I don't know if that. I saw somebody else predict.
Knock on wood. He is lights out right now. Him and Arcia are. I mean, I don't think they made but 3 outs.
Question, because we had this at Driggs and
White Sheep.
Driggs and them were doing prom. We had West Orange prom this weekend, and he came down to DJ it. And so me and him and a former player of mine, Bronze, were sitting in the room talking, and Bronze posed the question: try to put your Braves bias aside, which is hard to do. And if you're starting a team, you're starting a franchise, are you taking Acuna or Ohtani?
Well, Ohtani's throwing games, so.
Take away his gambling.
Take away his gambling. Is he healthy?
Yeah.
All right, Ohtani.
I mean, I feel like you're going to get more wins out of Ohtani because he's going to pitch and he's going to rake. He's going to hit.
But the only thing you're not getting is what you're getting with Acuna is an everyday defender, an elite defender as well.
You got an everyday offensive guy.
Every 5 days, you're getting him on the bump, and you're getting a guy who can absolutely rake.
Yeah, but I mean, Acuna can rake.
Yeah, but he's not on the bump.
But that's once every 5 days. That's
okay, but it takes the place of another player, though.
I like them both.
Because now you can.
I'm gonna take both of them.
All right, let's say Ohtani's not pitching. You taking Acuna then? Now, because you got the other guy who can still absolutely rake.
So you just DHing him? He played first. He's a big guy. He's a big body.
If he's not pitching, I will take Acuna.
That's my favorite Moneyball clip. When they're sitting down with the Hatterberry guy and they're telling him, all right, we're going to put you at first. He said, easy position to learn. Tell him, Wash. He said, most difficult position to play. That's the best part of the play.
All right, so we'll table some of that talk for later. Before we get to our Heights High Five, let me see, is it time?
Was that Wash?
Wash.
That Wash? Okay.
Sorry. Let's go ahead and hit our last commercial break because on the other side, we do going to announce our Brian Subs winner, and you're going to want to hear this Heights High Five, and we got to get to Heights, Dudley Little League incident. So y'all stay with us. We'll be right back.
Since 1916, Gravely has been designed, engineered, and made right here in the USA. Whether you prefer gas or electric, every Gravely has been forged with the commercial landscaper in mind. So they're not only built to last, but to also keep you riding comfortably from dawn to dusk. So ask yourself, are you ready to graduate to a Gravely? Visit your local Gravely dealer today.
Hey, I'm TJ with Dublin Outdoors and Power Sports, formerly known as Myers Equipment Supply. We're your full-line dealer for Gravely lawnmower sales and service.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. It is time right now for our Brian's Subs winner of the week. So thank you to Brad Meeks and the gang over at Brian's Giant Subs for their continued sponsorship. And let's see who's going to win this week. You ready, Hight? You ready, Hight? Ding! Oh, that's Hight's thing.
And he went Bing over there.
I said Bing.
God, now everybody's so disappointed. I'm sorry. But this week's winner is Paul Lay. So shout out to Mr. Paul Lay. His wife Anna teaches at West Lawrence High School. So Paul, go by and enjoy a free half sub courtesy of Brian's Giant Subs. Tell them the bus team sent you and enjoy that. It's good eating. Had some Friday for prom. Delicious.
And you can go on Mondays now.
Can go on Mondays. That's a good call. All Mondays. They are now open on Mondays, so you can fill that void there. You know what time it is.
We ain't had one in a while.
In a minute.
5:30 in the morning on the bus we ride. Give me your ears for Height's High Five.
Gosh, we got to get Raji back in the lab, man.
He's a busy man these days. He said he's going to come. He said, I'm assuming he meant next week because he said, I'm going to come on the show. He wants to talk about the incident we're going to talk about later, or we can hold it depending on time, but we can tease him all the way next week. But he has some input on your situation at Dudley League that he wanted to be here. So I'm assuming he's planning on coming next week. But
he should have been here this week.
I want to hear about the incident.
Well, you're going to hear about it.
All right, what's the high five, Hight?
So this is going to be a little bit controversial.
That's the best kind.
I went ahead and did on the way up, for those of you, you're not in our text, Law offered to buy us breakfast or drink this morning. I wanted a coffee. He didn't buy me one because he was trying to get a leg up on me on the bus cup. But anyway,
didn't work.
It's not true. Not true. He waited.
Chuck, Chuck asked for Pepsi, and then Law said he didn't like buying Pepsi products. It got me thinking.
Okay.
Got me thinking. What top 5 sodas?
Your top 5.
My top 5.
Okay.
And it's people are going to have some things to say. I'm sure. I know Law will for sure.
But whose list is it?
This Hight's list. But I just encourage you to have your own list. Be thoughtful like I've been on this. Number 5, coming in number 5, orange soda.
What orange?
Any particular or just
any orange?
Fanta's pretty solid for me. Yeah.
Okay. I like orange soda. Now, is there certain times of year you really like it, or you go? Like
it's kind of a summer. It's a spring summertime.
Fresh out of a body of water.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the orange sodas down there, you can drink too fast too.
Yeah, and if I could have opened this up to any
Haley
drink
would agree.
at all.
That's what Haley's summertime drink.
Well, me and Haley are pretty tight, so I'm not surprised.
Sun-kissed.
Number 4, Dr. Pepper. I like a Dr.
Just
Pepper.
a solid Dr.
Mitch doesn't like a Dr. Pepper.
I don't like Dr. Pepper. It tastes like medicine.
Make some good medicine.
Not good.
It doesn't taste like medicine.
Makes me want to vomit.
Well,
really?
But
so if you drink one right now,
I'll drink it.
Hold on a second. Dr. Pepper, no. Cigarette smoke, yes. I don't understand how one makes him want to vomit. I don't get it.
I don't get why on a weekly basis.
Some things just circle back there.
You know what? I mean,
sometimes you can't help it.
Keeps the worms away.
And
tobacco keeps the worms away.
I believe that.
According to Surgeon General,
you feel like you're
healthy for you. It's good for you to smoke.
I feel a little cold coming on. Let me burn one down to make the cold go away.
Yeah.
That's a fair strategy.
Do you ever see Law with a cold?
I'm gonna say I missed way less days than Adam Hightower. I would say, as a prediction from school.
That's fair.
So maybe Adam should take up smoking.
But it's not because I'm sick. My kids should take up smoking. Because they're the one that's making me miss all.
What's number 3?
Number 3, grape soda, Welch's.
Oh my
grape soda. I do like my
Welch's,
granddad.
not like.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Welch's.
Like a fan or something. Like a grape.
Yeah. I meant grape soda. I didn't mean say.
Okay.
I didn't
not
mean
grape juice.
Yeah, not grape juice.
Fanta. Fanta does a good grape soda.
He went.
Knee high.
I do love a grape soda.
I misspoke.
I do love a grape soda.
But grape soda coming in at 3.
Not that y'all care at all, but I can remember, this takes me back way when my granddad was a sheriff in Toombs County, and I was real little.
Know your granddaddy's sheriff. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Murder capital of the world.
Murder capital. So he's busy. I can remember going afternoons after school to where his office was at the old courthouse, and they had one of them old vending machines in there. And I'd get them barbecue little Fritos.
Yeah.
And a grape soda. And I would go, no joke, I would go sit in the cell with the prisoners and eat it. That shows you how times have changed. They had the ones that they would call like walk-arounds, or the good ones.
Makes me
like Otis's.
They called them walk-around.
Makes me think of Andy Griffith.
Yeah,
they just leave the cell unlocked, and they can come and go as they please.
Swear they would. Now he couldn't leave. He couldn't go out, but they would leave. I would literally go. I'd go. He had a little TV in there. I'd go sit in the jail. My granddad wouldn't even be in there. I don't know what he was thinking. He'd just wait for me to die in there, but I did. I would.
No, he knew.
Times have changed.
I guess
no lines.
He's a good old boy.
Now little old lady's getting beat to death at Chatters.
That's too soon.
Oh, Lord, that happened.
I know it did. That's what I'm saying. Times have changed.
You don't watch yourself talking about Tombs like that now.
I ain't talking about Tombs. I'm talking about the crazy people. And lines.
Which is in Tombs.
Bloody. What do you call it? What do you call it?
Some call it lounge.
You told me I had a nickname. It was Bloody
Tombs.
Bloody Tombs.
That's what they got.
All right, circling back to Hight's High Five. It's got a little hijack.
It did.
My granddaddy turned me on to grape soda too. We used to go to 441. He always had some grape sodas.
It's a staple of Granddad's. All right, go ahead.
You out there on the airwaves? I'm sorry for Law. Just continually interrupting. That's where it's at.
Okay. Number 2.
In the cloud. Nobody knows how the cloud works.
That's Jeff Clayton.
Can we get to number 2?
He told me, text me something. I said, he said, what's up in the cloud? Number 2, root beer. A&W, big A&W root beer guy.
I'm out.
Love me a root beer.
I'll eat that at Brian, drink that at Brian Subs. That's it.
I hate a root beer.
Love a root
That's
beer.
worse than Dr. Pepper.
You got your list. I got mine.
I was with you all the way.
So
That one
far,
kind of let
your
me down.
list
And now,
sucks.
number 1, and I know I'm going to catch some heat.
Can
on
I
this
guess
one.
it? Can I guess it?
Yeah.
Say Coca-Cola.
Is it does it have a flavor in it?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't even know what I was going to guess.
Knee-high belly washer.
It's Coke Zero.
You suck, dude. That's a suck list.
And I wanted to go Coke, but I don't even drink Coke anymore.
Well, I drink Diet Coke now.
Well, it's not because I don't. I actually prefer the taste of Coke, regular Coke, more than Coke Zero.
I bet he was a new Coke guy.
Well, I mean, I was born after that time, so
You
yeah,
like-
I got to ask you, have you?
like
And
clear
I've always
Pepsi.
been. Shelby loves Diet Cokes. I've always been a Coke Zero.
And I thought of her when I made this list because I know she loves Diet Coke.
Loves it. But have you tried? I'm just asking. And don't. If you hadn't, don't try. Have you tried the Pepsi Max?
No, hadn't.
Hight.
Never even heard of it.
Stop.
It's the zero sugar of Pepsi. Phenomenal.
Why do you keep...
I wanted him to get me. I got it yesterday. So here's what. Next time you go, and you won't like Coke Zero anymore. I promise.
Okay.
Now Diet Coke and Coke way better than Pepsi and Diet Pepsi. But that Pepsi Zero, Pepsi Max,
This guy.
I don't know. It's good.
Okay.
Try it. It might shake that list up.
Don't buy Pepsi stuff.
Do you remember when this guy told us, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to quote this right, that he had his big gulp one day, and we asked him if he had his Diet Coke, and he told us no, some research had come out that Diet Coke was bad for you, so he had regular Coke.
Yes, I remember that.
I did. And I still about at the house, Haley buys regular Coke for me. But
Because it's not real sugar in it.
It's so much healthier.
No, in the mornings I get a Diet Coke. I don't know what, but there's something in Diet Coke that's bad for you.
There's a lot of stuff in both of them bad for you.
No, there's something like
Real bad. One of them will kill you.
some of you medical professionals that listen to
Hey,
the
but
show, which are
SIGs,
probably
nothing
three.
bad in SIGs, though.
That's the third or maybe fourth reference today.
And Spanky's cackling right now. He's loving it.
I mean, I just don't even get it.
Hey, and
Here's
Spanky
what I'm gonna do.
also.
I can't wait to bring up any bad thing that y'all do.
All right, we got to talk about Dudley now.
Spanky brings obviously he's trying to separate himself as our number one loyal fan because he tells me on Wednesdays he listens to this to and from work, and then when he gets home watches it on TV too, so he can see everybody's reactions. So he's getting a double dose each week.
I'm going to start embellishing my reactions just for
Just
Spanky.
for Spanky. We had a little daylight outside this morning, boys. Happy spring break.
Usual.
All right, Hight, tell us a little bit about. And do you want me to tell you what I heard first?
I'd love to. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to hear what you've heard.
And this person's going to name anonymous.
You can tell me off
I bet
air.
he was using profanities.
Negative.
No,
He got a team point deducted from wrestling for using profanity.
This is the text I get.
I did not say a profanity.
This was Saturday.
Friggin' in my house.
Saturday at 1 p.m.
is a profanity.
Saturday at 1 p.m. I get a text. It says potential show content for next week. Just got word. Hight about got tossed from his son's little league game today. I'm trying to get details. And my response, I need all the details, please. He said, this is the word he got. There was a play at first, and the first base umpire said he dropped it, so he was called safe. But Hightower was arguing that it was on the transfer. I think it was because Hightower was dropping a few smart A comments.
Shocker.
And the first base umpire got blowed. Hight came out on the field too. And let me remind you, this was a 7-8-year-old game. That was the word. That's the word I got. Hight. And then I had somebody else text me about it too. So
That's
You come out the
that's word for word what I got.
There's some shades of truth in that. Okay. That the way the play was described, that is accurate. It is 7-8-year-old.
Smart A comments from you, 100% accurate. Has to be. Yes.
But I did not use any profanity. I did not.
They didn't say profanity. No
Okay.
profanity.
I did not come out on. I did not get out on the field.
You didn't step out. Let's just say the gate of the dugout. You were head way
I
out.
was already standing against Dudley rules. We were all, because they don't enforce it, but I was already standing. We were already standing right there at the edge of the dugout. So I mean, I was like just standing there. I didn't take any steps to the guy or anything. But so yeah, the play was at first. We made a play. First baseman catches it, and he goes to throw it to the. He goes to get it out of his glove, and he drops it. And I I know I saw it because the first baseman is left-handed, and I saw
Perfect angle.
Yeah, and he's turned right there. Guess who couldn't see it?
Umpire.
So
he goes safe. Runner safe.
He called him out, then changed it to safe. Anyway, that guy gets on first base, and I'm, we're all of us are saying no, that's not right, and he sticks with his call. And so then I asked the home plate umpire, did you see anything different? And he said, well, that's not my call, that's his call. And I don't think that's not the way it goes.
He should have said, I didn't see it.
Yeah, just say I didn't see it. Yeah. It's not like, well, that's his, I can't say it. If you saw something, you can say it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, then I was wrong, and I admit I was wrong, but I did say.
Did you call him an idiot?
No, I said
without saying those words. It sounds like it.
I did. I said two things that I shouldn't have said. I said
you're stupid.
I said, is this your first time calling a game?
Yikes.
How was this a high school kid?
I knew, no, it was an adult, and I knew it wasn't his first time calling a game, and I shouldn't have said it, but I would.
But at the time, it felt good.
Well,
after the show, I got to know who the umpire was. You got to.
We'll talk about it off there.
Anyway. So then
this is why they have trouble finding umpires, because of people like I told.
Hey, mind you, listeners, real quick, just mind you, these are volunteer umpires,
not paid,
not getting paid.
But you know what? They step 20 them lines. I mean, they gonna catch a little bit of heat.
And one Mike Thompson was talking to me about it.
This is why Mike has trouble.
And that's what he said. He said, "This is why I have trouble." And Hight won't umpire. And Hight
I've offered to umpire.
He said,
I told Thompson.
He said, Hight says no. Meanwhile, he's yelling at the people that are volunteering.
He called
I didn't yell.
And he calls me constantly to go umpire.
Mike Thompson.
This is the exact reason why
Mike Thompson.
Because I have to deal with idiots like this in a 7-8-year-old.
Don't be an idiot, Thompson. I've told him.
Stupid idiots like this guy.
No, I told Thompson I'll umpire early games. He always wants me to get a late game.
What was the second thing you said?
So then the guy's on first base, and I'm still a little hot under the collar.
So this is after this.
We've settled that the play's standing. Okay. Which after my first comment was after that point too. But so then all right, boys, let's make a play, make up for his mistake. Is what I said.
Yikes.
And I shouldn't have said either one of those.
But you realize, as an unpaid official, because the games I have done, what you're doing to your team is now you're getting no calls the rest of the game. None. No calls. Any close calls going to the other team. Yeah. You do understand that?
Yeah.
That you just did that to your team.
I'm just glad he didn't have his bus shirt on there.
So anyway, then they did call a conference at the mound, or excuse me, at home plate.
And hold on now, I didn't hear. Okay,
not with me,
good.
Not with me.
About you.
They didn't even let him.
About me.
They didn't even let him in the conference.
Well, yeah, I'm not the head coach. So
you have no say so. You don't even get to argue calls.
He argued. Go ahead.
You don't get to argue.
One thing I love about the United States of America here.
No, I'm going to tell you where you can argue from. Outside that stadium is where you can argue from.
What was said at the home plate?
Well, I wasn't privy.
Surely they told you. Hight, sorry, bud, you got to go.
No, it's
you need to get out of that.
So after the inning's over, and that run did score, okay, it cost us.
Y'all lose again?
You did, not by one. Wheels fell off towards the end, but that really is kind of what set us in that direction. But anyway, it was our head coach and both the umpires, and they had a little talk, and
they agreed.
I knew everybody knew it was about I was wrong, and so anyway, they didn't have to say anything. Guilt had already kicked in at this point.
How bad is the Hightower family and the spectators that are there watching your kids? That would be baby's family and everybody. How bad are they embarrassed that you have just embarrassed the entire?
Well, no, it was kind of low key.
It don't sound like it. They called a meeting at the plate about it. We're going to discuss his actions.
But they didn't publicize.
They have made this game.
It was in between innings. Nobody really probably knew even what was going on. So anyway, after the game, I went and apologized, and I said, "Hey, man, that's got nothing to do with you. It's not about you. I was wrong." I said, "This is my problem. I've got
issues.
I just
personal.
I've got issues.
You should have said, I got personal issues.
And I want to say
anger
this,
management.
and y'all need to talk to Buck Benton. He and I coached together when I was young, before I got saved. I've come a long way. Okay, I've come a long way.
Did he say bite me? to your apology?
No.
Okay.
He was gracious.
Okay.
And I appreciate it.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah. He was gracious.
Speaking of Bible application, shout out to that guy.
Yes. He was he was
just
the
talking
bigger
about
man.
my Bible application.
But you know what? The Bible talks about showing grace to people.
That's
He
right.
showed me some grace. He extended me grace, and I was appreciative of that.
Golly, what a sip to end the show right there. My heavens, Chug R Us. What you got, Hight? Bring us home.
I like how we revolved it back to me. Let's stay on Hight. How he just. Why we got to go? Let's
Well,
don't go.
we're
Let's
out of
discuss
time.
more how Hight has disappointed the show. At Lawrence County,
But
his
Opie's gonna
family.
need to,
his
next
children.
week, next week, bring that back up because Opie, I'm sure, would love to talk about this.
Yes.
All right.
I just got too much dog in me.
He does have a lot. Let's try it again. Let's try it again, Hight. Bring us home.
Hey, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, be sure to give us a look on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us a share, give us a follow, give us a subscription. Tell your friends, tell your family, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing.
Yes, sir. www.thebiguglysportshow.com. Tell somebody about us. It's a movement. It's a movement, Law. You don't want to miss out. You want to get on this bus with us every week. Thank you for your time. Again, to our sponsors, we love you. We appreciate you. Whatever you're doing today and wherever you're at, you know what to do. Tell them, Hight.
Get on that bus. Smoke that cig, boy.
And they swishing. Yeah, they swishing. Yeah, swishing.